Howdy, ladies and gents. I'm Slaus Hart. I know it's been a couple days since I've done any videos. Work's been taken out of me. Plus, I've been playing a lot of MW3 MP with the boys, as in like a couple dudes from work and then their friends. Um, which I might do some videos on that. I don't know. There's absolutely no sound in the game right now. Uh, it's kind of unnerving. Um, Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So where we last left off, Sayori basically, um, like she's her character arc is she's this insanely happy, nice, whatever one, and on the surface, but in reality she's insanely depressed and all this kinds of stuff. This I was just making sure this was the proper save. So it first started off by saying, "It's the day of the festival of all days." I'd be expecting to walk with Sayori. So we're gonna. Oh well, I guess I kind of read that without meaning to, but yeah, we're picking up where we last left off, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a roadmap for today that I plan on doing. I'm gonna do this video, then I'm gonna do a Jedi Survivor video, then I'm gonna do another MW2 video for the campaign. 3 videos today to kind of catch up, and then I'm going back to sleep. But yeah, let's get it. So, of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all of the cupcakes to myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Okay, what was her voice? I always forget because it's me doing a voice like this most of the fucking time. When I'm a guy, I have balls. It's hard to do this shit. Also, the music is like non-existent. I don't like that. Okay, well that makes noise. Why is there no music? Hold on. There was music when I popped in. Okay, I guess that's just the atmosphere of the game right now. Silas, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sarah with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Yeah, that's kind of a douche move, homie. For those who didn't check out, there was only like one person who checked out last video of this, to be completely honest. Trust me, guys, the game gets good. Near the end, it gets pretty freaky. It stops being all this weird datey stuff. I promise. I spoiled it slightly there, but it gets pretty cool. Well, pretty messed up, but pretty cool. That's why I'm playing it. Mostly. Also because this is, like I said in the last couple videos, this is a game I watched Jacksepticeye play, and it's like, you know what? It was only like $10. I might as well give it a go. Alright, I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. It's not that simple for most people, man. I mean, if you guys want to know the truth, whenever I go to work, this is straight up, whenever I go to work and I go on any of my breaks, granted, I'm sure this is the way with a lot of people, but I have to, like, basically peel myself out of my vehicle because on my breaks I go to my vehicle. I basically peel myself out of my vehicle to be able to go back in because I don't want to be there. Completely different than depression, mind you. That's just me really not wanting to be there. But everyone has that sentiment with something where it's like, God, I don't want to do this. Granted, once again, completely different wavelengths and whatever, but yeah. And alright. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Yeah, you should have, dude. You should take a little responsibility for her, Silas. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. What? How do you know about that? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Monica? What? What? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Uh, okay, I'm gonna scoot backwards because I don't want to miss anything. And there's gonna because so you guys know my setup is so my TV is on this wooden um, chest that my dad made and sanded and all that. I've kind of not treated it very well. It has some bits of wood missing from all the stuff that's on top of it, but it has engravings and stuff like that. Really nice chest. But that's why I keep my TV on. That's why I keep PS5 on. I keep a lot of shit on it, right? So I have a chair here. It's one of those like circle kind of chairs, not like a bean bag, but like a circle chair that has like the lifted up back, whatever. Not really a gamer chair, just like a honestly, it's like a if you get high as fuck and you're eating like some shitty pizza chair. That's what it is. I just don't have nothing to smoke, but it's great for when I get drunk. But anyhow, what the whole point of explaining this. So usually I'm insanely close to my TV. I'm backing up because I want to make sure I don't miss shit. And I say that because there might be some visuals that change. That if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss it. I've probably already missed some. So here we go. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. There's a percent. Oh, fuck. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Holy fuck. It just keeps going. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of, get out. Holy fuck. Oh, it keeps going. Get out of my head. Get out of, get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Oh, shit. That's what our character said to her. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Oh shit. I just got chills, dude. That's not. Oh fuck, that's not good. Dude, you better be fucking running over there. Get your ass moving. What the fuck is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Silas, what's wrong? Nothing. Dude, no. Well, actually, there's no some point in saying no, but this poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori. So, uh, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things were the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. Okay, guys, I remember this part. I'm just gonna say this is your warning. This is where stuff starts to pick up. If you guys watched the first episode, I said that this game deals with depression, um, self-harm, self-deletion, that kind of thing, right? That's all I'm gonna say. This is your warning. If that stuff bugs you, you don't want to continue. I remember this part vividly because when I first saw this, it shook me. It shook me as a young lad in middle school. It shook my ass. All right, not well. It shook me, not my ass. My ass was probably like in bed, fucking like. I honestly think my reaction to it was I sat straight up and started saying, "What the fuck." So also this video is automatically demonetized. I don't make money anyway. It's cool. All right. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. I remember this so vividly, dude. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? In these situations, dude, with seeing a poem like that and knowing what you know about her, how she's feeling about stuff, I'd say it doesn't matter. But surely leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, fuck. I forgot about the jump scare noise. Yep. I'm... An exception has occurred. File game script. See traceback exit for details. Dude, what the fuck? I'm tearing up. What the actual shit? Did that did that actually get me? Oh shit. That's why the music was non-existent. So yeah. So no matter what you chose, whoever you went with, Natsuki or Yuri, this happens, I guess. And no matter what you chose, being her boyfriend or not, this happens. Well, that just makes you feel like your decisions don't matter. But alright. What the hell? What the fuck? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up till a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Also, this music reminds me of God Eater. God Eater music. No, not God Eater. Code Vein. If you guys ever played Code Vein, it's a weird time to talk about it. It's a anime. It's set in the world of God Eater ish, and it's like, you know, it's basically Dark Souls but animated, like Japanese anime style, essentially. It's a fun game. This music kind of reminds me of it. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? The thing is, and I'm just going to spoil it, Jacksepticeye, I remember, did the complete opposite. The reason I remember this is because I remember his explanation for it was essentially, right now she doesn't need a boyfriend, she needs a support system, she needs a friend or something like that, something along those lines. And apparently, it doesn't matter. This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This is some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. Yeah, and the thing is, it literally says that it's not like this is a game. It wants you to reset to see what will happen. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm not resetting, homie. Sorry about you. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Never, never, never. Lots of nevers. End. What? I'm sorry, what? The game is not suitable for children of those who are easily... Oh, what the fuck? I forgot about this. Yeah, so this is where stuff's gonna start picking up, guys. And if you look, Sayori's code looks like Monica now, right? Okay, I want to check something real quick. I want to return the desktop. Nothing? No new emails or nothing? Okay. There's a reason. I'm gonna start checking that a lot now. Is it gonna be back to normal? No. Start a new game. That's all of Sayori's voice. Wait, is that our what? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let whatever catch up to me. Oh, Jesus! It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I forgot it completely changes it. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there will be any girls in it anyway. That's not true. I know and knew plenty of girls who were into anime. And they're pretty chilled. Actually, a girl who used to be a really good friend of mine, we're not friends anymore, but she's the one who got me big into anime. So the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's all over before I know it. After I pack up my things and start blinking out the wall looking for an ounce of motivation, clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Silas? Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. I'm sure you didn't. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. By the way, guys, unless there's... I'm not going to do voices from now on, because I'm going to have to speed run through a lot of this dialogue. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. I think the next line would have been a literature club and would have said, because usually it's Sayori in here, right? A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members. There are 4 of you. There was Sayori. What do you mean? Oh, I see them devil eyes. Devil woman. She's a devil woman. Crucify that bitch. Alright. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything, reading, writing poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. It is. Bro, if you can read it, that's literature. Alright? If it is words, literature. Plus, manga is just slaps, homie. Especially Berserk. Everyone, read Berserk. Do it. Do it. Hold on, I need to make sure I'm doing the Palpatine voice right. Do it. Yeah, good enough. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Silas, by any chance, are you still looking for a club join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy, please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. I don't trust you, Monica. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Silas. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. She's really pushy. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Dude, you have no clue. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. Cousin Kyle from South Park. From South Park. From South Park. I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. Okay. Girl 1. It's not even giving your new guest. Seriously, Rob, boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Silas. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls, so let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do the voices anyhow. I'm just gonna speed run it. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, interjected as usual. And this is Yuri, Yuri's the vice president? No, Sayori's the vice president. You evil bitch. You took my best friend. I shall smite thee. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Silas in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. It's not great. Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. I doubt it was coincidence. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Silas? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Yeah, what about Sayori? You evil demon! I'm gonna smite thee. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but make school events like this, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. I know I'm speedrunning this, guys, but a lot of it's going to be the same dialogue. And as most of you know, I don't do, I don't edit my videos for the most part. So, this is going to be a lot of dialogue that I'm just going to be reading really quickly. I'm not going to skip any of it. You can skip, but I'm not going to. And the reason for that is because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Silas, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex things. We've read all of this. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind this is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I like horror. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp of something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expected that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eye dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your... Okay, guys. I'm just going to say, if you want all of this with me doing all the voices and all that, this main bit of stuff, go back to my first couple of videos. That's where you're going to get that. Like I said, I'm going to speed run through this because we've read all of this. I'm not going to skip stuff because there might be something that's changed. And I don't want to miss nothing. But I'm still gonna speedrun. Stuff about reaching vulnerabilities and heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them to each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Silas? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I haven't joined yet. I never said I would join. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at. I lose my train of thought. All three girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Hmm. Uh, the girl exchanges. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Silas. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. Oh yeah, that's right. Technically they don't. And you did before you took Sayori away, you harlot. I'm on to you. I'm on to you, Monica. Demon-eyed looking bitch. We needed 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. You had one. You had one. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if renting poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the lit club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Silas? Yeah, could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Plus, I'm so happy we can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. Think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment with write poem. Monica looks over at me once more. So let's look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Ehe. Yeah, I can't really impress the class star Monica of my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the teapot. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. I'll really be happy spending every day after school in a lit club. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yeah, why would I not? I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. What the fuck? Was that Sayori's poem? It said a secret poem. Was that Sayori's poem? I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. So, she needs to go to therapy because of her depression, but she can't go because she's happiest, and that would have been right after our character asked her out, right? I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. As in, she does something where she has to be taken to the emergency room. Dude, this game talks on topics that like I said, depression, all that kind of stuff. And as I've said in the video that I labeled, dealing with depression, and I labeled it as a clickbait kind of thing, but B, that's what the episode is mostly about. And I'll admit, that one was a clickbaity one. I rarely do clickbait when it comes to my vids, because most of the time I just pull titles out my ass. Just being straight up. Like, half the time I don't know when I'm gonna name something, and I usually forget like a big chunk of what even happens in the game when I'm playing it, because I usually make super long videos, so I do too much and then forget a lot. So I usually just pull something out of my ass. But like, I don't know what I'm gonna name this one. I'm sure I'll come up with something, but uh this deals with a lot of like depression and all that kind of stuff. And I've dealt with it on a not like super severe, like, I've never self-harmed or nothing like that. I mean, besides, I guess, punching myself in the legs and shit, but that's usually when I was mad. And instead of punching a wall, I just punch myself. I give myself fucking big ass bruises on my leg. I'd hit myself so hard. But um like, I never, the people who deal with it on an extreme level, and that ain't me. But I don't know, man. How far are we in the vid? 34 minutes in. I'm gonna leave this here. there's a lot that we're gonna have to go through in this game to get to the end, because it does pick up semi-quick if I remember correctly, but there's still gonna be a lot of reading and a lot of backtracking in terms of dialogue, so we're gonna have to go through that. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a great day. Peace.